Right now, a new concerning study on RSV in kids and who's at risk. Plus, good news on protecting your child this fall.
And dealing with the drought. We'll show you a new tool to help you conserve water and stay ahead of the fire danger.
And it is feeling a little bit like autumn this morning. Grab the jacket. Temperatures in the 50s, but we'll be warming up with that wind picking up out of the southwest. Also, a chance of storms later tonight. More coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for waking up with us. All right, I want to take a poll with the boys here. I think this weather is cold. I think it's cold. We're in the 50s
Not even close.
now.
Not
Chilly.
even close.
It's relative, right? We're used to the warmer weather this time of year.
Yeah.
50s.
No.
When you walk to your car at 2 a.m., you're
cool.
not like...
Yeah. I think we're in the cool, chilly zone.
No?
I think it's cold. I need a blanket.
Yeah, it is chilly. I mean, that's just the story this morning. And, you know, it happens this time of the year because our nights are getting so long. We're losing about 3 minutes per day between sunrise and sunset. Right now, though, it is chilly. You probably need that light jacket or a sweatshirt this morning. 56 in Madison, 57 in Janesville, 59 currently in Monroe. Not a whole lot of wind yet, but that wind will be picking up as that sun comes up in about 4 minutes, just at 6:04 this morning. Breezy today and also tomorrow. Today it's out of the southwest. That's going to bring us warmer weather. Behind a cold front, it'll be out of the northwest. That cold front may bring some showers and storms late tonight. This won't be until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Not going to amount to too much. And then we're talking about a return to some summer-like heat. Temperatures approaching 90, it looks like, by Sunday. So winds picking up later this morning into the afternoon. They'll be out of the south-southwest at about 10 to 20. And even if you are having any plans this evening, it will still be fairly breezy with those southerly winds. But traveling about, just need the sunglasses this morning with that wind picking up out of the southwest. A lot of sunshine expected today. Talk more about those storms tonight and also that heat for the weekend coming up.
I should clarify, I like the cold.
I know you do. Probably more than me.
Yes,
okay.
For sure. You love the heat.
I like the heat. I like to sweat.
Well, you're getting it in a couple days, that's for sure. Kelly, thank you very much. The Wisconsin DNR has a new way to help you get information during severe droughts. The agency launching a new web page that gives viewers access to conditions across the state, 82% of which is currently in a drought. Viewers can find helpful tools about how to conserve water and a map showing the wildfire risk in your area if you're doing any camping. The resource comes during an abnormally dry summer, putting strain on crops. You can access the page at dnr.wisconsin.gov/drought.
6:02, continuing our back-to-school coverage this morning. With school starting back up in a couple of weeks for most students, experts say now is the time to start adjusting those bedtimes.
Shane Hogan has some expert suggestions on how to make the transition from summer to school starting tonight. Shane?
Yeah, Leah, that's right. Getting your child back into those routines that they're used to during the school year right now will help ease them into the transition once it's time to get back into the classroom. Dr. Steve Barzy of UW Health says making a few small changes during the weeks leading up to the school year will go a long way.
Consistency in bedtime and wake time is really important, and that can begin before school actually starts. Most people will project that if you can even just shift a child's bedtime by maybe 15 minutes every day or a couple days until you move them back, let's say that hour that they may need to be back to be able to be prepared for school, that's a good gauge.
Dr. Barzy goes on to say that children really do well with routines, and as soon as you can ease them into the school year routine before the bell rings, the better. A couple of good tips here. Identify your child's sleep needs. That means how much sleep they should be getting each night. Have a good sleep hygiene. That means creating a comfortable environment for them to sleep in. And of course, anticipate any changes to the routine so that transition is smoother. Coming up in our next half hour, we're going to talk to Dr. Barzy about just how much sleep your kids should be getting every night.
Yeah, this is no joke. This can be a real struggle because a lot of parents are, if they're like us, they're rather lax with their sleep routines with their kids over the summer. Let them stay up a little bit later, let them sleep in. And then with everything else going on, you don't often think about getting them back on the routine, but it can make such a big difference. Shane.
Especially that, you don't want that quick turnaround that first day of school. You don't want it to be a surprise. So yes, easing them into it will go a long way.
And you have 4 to coordinate.
Right.
Good luck.
Feels like a losing battle sometimes. Kudos to my wife, because my wife is the one with him in the mornings.
That's true.
You know, at this time when I'm at work, she's at home with all 4 of the kids, and she's got to, you know, make sure they get up and get off to school and everything.
Godspeed.
Leah, just a couple of years away for you.
Yeah, that's enough, Shane. Thank you very much.
Hey, a reminder here, we are running out of time. We just have a couple of days left for you to donate to our big back-to-school supply drive. You can donate here at News 3, Medcalf's, Walgreens. Details at channel3000.com/back-to-school.
And as your kids prepare to get back to the classroom, some are at heightened risk of mental health struggles, especially girls. The Wisconsin Office of Children's Mental Health released a report recently highlighting the challenges that girls face across the state. They say nearly half of female high school students in Wisconsin report feeling sad or hopeless almost daily. That's double the rate of boys. The report does include a number of recommendations. It's calling on schools to enact universal mental health screenings, to create inclusive spaces, and to educate staff on how to support teenagers who might be at a higher risk.
On the Health Watch this morning, a new study this week says that most babies sick with RSV last year had no underlying health conditions. Researchers looked at cases of 600 infants who needed intensive care across nearly 40 hospitals and found that over 81% of babies who needed to go to the ICU didn't have an underlying medical condition. The CDC says every year the virus sends about 80,000 young children to the hospital. The good news here, though, the CDC says infants under 8 months and those at risk of severe illnesses can get a new vaccine this fall.
6:06 to crime news this morning. A Fitchburg man is in the Dane County Jail for homicide connected to an area overdose. Police accuse the 32-year-old of selling drugs to another man who overdosed and died on them. He now faces multiple charges, including reckless homicide. Some background on this case. Back in February, sheriff's deputies responded to a home in Dunkirk that's just south of Stoughton. There they found a man and a woman unresponsive. First responders gave both of them Narcan. The woman was saved. The man died.
An Edgerton man who killed his mother in a drunk driving crash is going to prison. A judge sentenced 57-year-old Thomas Monson to 5 years behind bars. Monson pleaded guilty to drunk driving charges. Last year, Monson crashed into a tree, killing his 84-year-old mother. A paramedic at the scene said that Monson smelled like a distillery. This is Monson's 8th OWI.
President Biden is back in Washington this morning after visiting Milwaukee yesterday. The president spoke at a company that manufactures electric power. During his remarks, Biden said his economic plan is working.
I came to office determined to move away from the trickle-down economics and to focus on the middle class. Because I said when the middle class does well, everybody does well.
To prove his point, the president pointed to a low unemployment rate and decreasing inflation. The inflation rate has dropped in recent months, but many economists credit that drop to oil and gas prices and the Fed's raising of interest rates.
Later today, President Biden is expected to make a speech marking the first anniversary of the Inflation Reduction Act. The White House says the legislation will boost the economy nationwide by lowering costs. Members of the Republican Party, though, disagree and say they're concerned about a future government shutdown. Monday, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said temporary spending bills would be needed to keep the government up and running. Other Republicans say their constituents don't think a stopgap bill is the solution.
Higher gas prices, higher inflation across the board, everything costs more. People are angry out there on the street, and they're very frustrated with what's happening here in Washington.
Meantime, the speaker has not said how long he thinks a potential continuing resolution, those temporary spending bills, would be needed to prevent a shutdown. Democratic Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, though, says he believes an extension should go through early December.
6:08 now. A lawsuit seeking to block an indigenous tribe here in Wisconsin from barricading roads on its own reservation will not move forward. This is in Lac du Flambeau, just north of Minocqua. And it all started a decade ago when a land agreement expired that allowed non-tribal people to move on to the reservation of the Band of Lake Chippewa. Despite that expiration, in January, tribal leaders set up barriers on their reservation roadways. Then in February, landowners on the reservation brought a lawsuit to have those barricades removed. The tribe agreed to take them down in exchange for $60,000. Then the U.S. Justice Department got involved. They filed a lawsuit requesting the judge have the town of Lac du Flambeau pay the tribe damages for failing to renew that land agreement. The tribe has since come to an agreement with the town. They now have to pay $22,000 a month to access reservation land.
A housing development in Poinet could raise the village tax base by more than $90 million. And it promises to bring in more than just an economic boost. New owners are expected to move in by the end of the month.
6:09 now. Coming up in sports, it's not just the starting quarterback that's getting attention this summer. The Badgers' backup is too. Why coaches think he could be the future of the program.
And we're live in the 608 this morning with a preview for the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties and how you can help the American Cancer Society. Next.
Get the absolute lowest prices now during Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day event. Save $1,600 instantly on this 4-piece Whirlpool kitchen package. Or get a washer and dryer pair for $18 a month. All with 72-month special financing at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Anybody that knows me here knows that I'm always focused on the customer first. I want to make sure that we don't have to worry about this door next year, the year after that. I'm not an actor at all. Here at Precision, we're here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
More shopping? You should watch your spending, honey.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Check it out. You could save $700 just by switching.
Ooh. I'll look into that. Let me put a reminder on my phone. Save $700.
Pick up Dad from airport.
Oh.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose Flex Buy on a 2023 Ford Escape or Edge and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 Flex Buy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
You think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
There are moments in life, special moments, moments to share, moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Get the absolute lowest prices now during Ashley's Labor Day event. Save even more on doorbusters at discounts up to 83% off. Like this sofa and love seat set, now $598. Plus 6-year special financing with no money down. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, we are looking ahead to the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties.
Josh Freider is live in Stoughton with how you can help. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we're live at Mann Park. This is where the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties will be this weekend. And there's an opportunity for you to support a really good cause. This morning, we are lucky enough to have Tammy Brown with us. You are part of the event leadership team.
I am.
And this is an amazing community that has really grown over the years.
Yes, it has. Like Tim and I used to we were the event leads for the Janesville event. And we were event leads for 10 years, and we really grew that to a lot of people. And, you know, I think of Stoughton, little town of Stoughton. Last year was the first year that we became really involved in the Relay for Life here. And a lot of people came out, and a lot of people to support loved ones who they've lost or support loved ones who were currently fighting cancer. And the cancer community is a tight-knit community because we're all in it for one cause, to raise money, to get treatments, and to get treatment plans and do research to find cures and all of that. That's what all of this goes for.
You know, when you look at the Relay for Life and what's unique now is Dane and Rock counties, two communities coming together as one here, right? This is a very, very unique event.
It is. It is. So Tim and I felt lost when we lost the event as a Relay for Life of Janesville, and I thought, what better way than to get these two communities together is to just rebrand the Stoughton event as the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties, and we're getting slowly but surely we're getting teams to come back and join us. It's been 6 years since we had a Relay for Life in Janesville, so people have gone on and started fundraising in other ways and started supporting other causes, but we're little by little getting some of those people back and getting them involved and raising money for a great cause.
Yeah, so how exactly does this weekend's event work? I know there are a lot of different activities that will be going on.
Sure. So we will start at 4 o'clock with people can come at 4 o'clock, set up campsites. You don't have to have a team to come to the Relay for Life. You don't even have to do a campsite. It's just a matter of being there, and you'll be able to purchase luminaria bags to honor a loved one or to remember someone that you've lost. We'll have a table of silent auction items. So the table we have here, we just have 3 of the things. There will be a lot more. You can bid on silent auction items. We'll have a DJ playing music to get everybody fired up. Our theme is Giving Cancer the Boot, so we'll have some Western activities happening for people to get involved in. Little kids have just as much fun as the big kids. So.
I know. I love that how it really can be anybody, right? Everyone can come out here. It's for all. Let's put the information graphic up on the screen right now. So, Tammy, people are interested. What do they need to know for the Relay for Life?
So they need to know to be here at 4 o'clock. Bring cash because we'll have, like I said, we'll have silent auction items to bid on. We'll be able to take credit cards as well. We'll have food. My husband is a professional chef, and he makes his own barbecue sauce. And we're going to be selling pulled pork. So it'll be in a basket with soda, chips, and a sandwich for $7, or you can buy just the sandwich for $6. But it was last year we sold out. We had people coming to us with their boats and saying, "Can I just take some pulled pork home because this is so good?"
Oh my gosh!
So it was a huge hit. So we're doing it again.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get all of this up on channel3000.com. Okay, this has been killing me all morning looking at this sandwich here, guys. So I got to see just how good your husband is at making some pulled pork. I'm going to try not to make a mess here. Here we go.
Bring that back, buddy.
Oh yeah.
That's not
Oh
fair.
yeah. Tim did a good job on this.
Yes, you need to come out and you need to taste some for yourself because it's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I will not be bringing this back to the station this morning. We'll send it back to you.
We'll have to go check it out for ourselves then. Thank you, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
617, Kelly's in the patio. How's it feeling, Kelly?
It feels nice and cool this morning. The sun came up about 10 minutes ago, so it really cooled off this morning. Probably need a light jacket at least for a time. That sun should be warming us up. But as mentioned, the sun doesn't come up until after 6 o'clock, and you can hear this blue jay behind me. I don't know what he's angry about, but he's making lots of noise this morning. Temperatures headed into the lower 80s, so it will be a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday. It's also going to be a bit breezy. A southwest wind picking up at 10 to 20 miles per hour. That's today. Then we have a cold front that'll arrive after midnight tonight. That'll bring us a chance of showers and storms well after midnight, closer to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Then we'll have a wind out of the northwest tomorrow, and then heating up going into the weekend, temperatures flirting with 90. Today we will have to contend with some winds. It's coming in out of the south-southwest, up there at 10 to 20 throughout the afternoon hours, and even into the evening as you are headed out, you will see those winds out of the southwest. Right now, though, that cold front that's expected to come through tonight, just coming across the border into North Dakota, that's the one that will bring us a chance of some showers and storms. But as you track that out, not until about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Then on the backside of this system, we'll get a northwest flow, and that will bring us a little bit cooler weather going into tomorrow. Rain chance once again all day long into the evening, not a problem. It's not until well after midnight, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, that we will have that chance of some rain moving in. And right now, it does not look like a whole lot. It is cool. Need that jacket. 56 in Madison, 53 in Lone Rock, across Dane County, 54 in Sauk City, also Cottage Grove. Verona at 54. But take a look at these temperatures, though, headed into the weekend. A little cool Thursday, but we're into the 80s Friday, Saturday. low 90s, the heat index into the low to mid-90s this weekend. A lot of sunshine expected today as temperatures climb in the upper 70s early this afternoon. Headed into the low 80s with plenty of that sun expected. It won't be until well after midnight you can track this. Some of these broken line of showers and storms, not much for us. It looks like it'll develop more off to the east over there toward Milwaukee, where they can expect a little bit more rain. Most of us less than 1/10 of an inch. First warm forecast 81 today with that breeze out of the southwest. That chance of rain late tonight through tomorrow morning. Then we're in the 80s Friday, Saturday, and low 90s Sunday and Monday.
We're less than a week away from Wisconsin volleyball's lone tune-up against UIC, and then the matches count, and it's on to Minneapolis for the Big Ten Big 12 Challenge. And as expected, big things are expected from the reigning conference champs. Badgers enter the year ranked second behind only Texas in the first poll of the season. UW is one of 6 Big Ten teams ranked in the top 25. They finished last season ranked 5th in the country. At this point, it's set in stone that Tanner Mordecai will be Wisconsin's starting quarterback come week 1. But what about the future of the program? Well, it appears the Badger QB1 in waiting is redshirt freshman Braden Locke. This season's backup quarterback has caught the eye of offensive coordinator Phil Longo, and what he's seen so far in fall camp is a brilliant signal caller that could be the future face of Wisconsin football.
I'm hard on Braden. Braden is super intelligent, knows the offense as well as anybody. His mistakes are not the simple things. His mistakes are some of the more progressive things that we're trying to do.
You know, he is just constantly on me to perfect my craft, and that's what makes him who he is. Just because we throw a completion or we have a big play, like, let's not be fooled by the result. Like, what is there something here that could have been better?
Another day, another watch list for Muma Jong-Meta, which, if you're keeping track at home, this is number 3 for the Badger inside linebacker. He was named to the Lombardi Award watch list, which is given annually to the college football player who exemplifies the character of the Hall of Fame head coach Vince Lombardi while dominating on the field. And after finishing 3rd last season in the conference, the Wisconsin women's soccer team is picked to finish 5th in this year's Big Ten. Behind Penn State, Northwestern, Rutgers, and Michigan State, the Badgers open up the year on Thursday against Kansas. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, Zach. 6:21 still ahead. A new brunch drink hitting the menu. And you've got to see this thing to believe it.
You got to hear Stanford's take on it. That's up next. Stay with us.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
Ultra filtered milk makes every moment better with 50% more protein and 50% less sugar, plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife.
Mark, a little help here? Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. With 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options and new everyday low prices on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more. So join the fun at my summer send-off celebration.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
We want to thank Kevin for sharing his morning with us. What a nice shot here. Some hazy skies, lush greenery, glass-like water conditions.
Yeah, that is
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
In that crick.
Creek.
Yeah, we want you to debate crick or creek this
We'll
morning.
set up
What
a, Stanford's going to get a poll on his Twitter going. Crick or creek?
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. You heard Shane. He's here with the trending story of the day. Hey, Shane.
All right, guys, this is an interesting one. There is a new boozy brunch drink out there, and it might surprise you who's making it. Eggo Waffles wants to help parents Lego with its brunch in a jar sippin' cream. They teamed up with Sugarland's Distilling Company. Now, the drink is a liqueur that blends the flavors of toasted Eggo waffles, sweet maple syrup, rich butter with a hint of bacon. It's available in select retailers and online as well. What do you guys think of this? Is this something you're going to have at your next brunch?
This is a hard pass for me. This it reminds me of eggnog.
Yeah. That creamy thing is.
I'm a no on eggnog. If that's your thing, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not going to
Tom
judge.
and Jerry's?
But for me,
come on.
I'm out now.
I'm out on the eggnog too there, Chris, but I don't know. This feels like a bit of a stretch.
It sounds so sweet, like too sweet.
Maybe we should order some and taste it here on the program.
I'll try anything once.
All you, buddy. All you guys. All right, folks, we're tracking that cool down. We're going to warm up next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Stamilt red cherries, just $2.48 a pound. Smithfield bacon, just $2.99. And buy two, get one free on select Pepsi products. All week long at Hy-Vee.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains. Designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards and give your wall a fresh update. DuraClean Interior Paint and Primer provides a washable, scrubbable, stain-resistant finish to keep your home looking clean. Get a gallon for $22.95 after rebate. High moisture areas of your home demand a different kind of paint. DuraClean Kitchen and Bath Paint is specifically formulated to protect your walls from exposure to water and humidity. Just $29.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Look, Mom, I found one. Oh, yeah, you did, but we need an ATM from our bank, unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the 2 largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at you being so helpful.
What'd you expect? You're studying at a help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve New York strips, just $6.99. Red Baron pizza, just $2.88. And Yoplait yogurt, just 54 cents. All week long at Hy-Vee.
This morning, new details in the death of a hiker at Devil's Lake State Park. What the DNR and authorities are saying about the incident.
Plus, Dane County's largest land acquisition ever, where it's at, and the plans for the new land.
And here's your first look outside this morning. Sun's coming up. Temperature down this morning, Kelly.
Yeah, another chilly start to the morning, but the southwest wind that'll be picking up today will bring us some warmer weather. There is a chance of some storms later tonight before that heat returns for the weekend.
Beautiful skies over Madison this morning, folks. Good morning. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slivka with your first warn forecast. Yeah, it does look pretty nice out there. This could be like fake fall, like
second summer. And
just a little pump fake.
Yeah.
Just a little pump fake on fall before we get right back into some warm summer temperatures.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to return to that heat coming up this weekend. Temperatures today will be in the lower 80s and tomorrow in the 70s, but by Sunday we're talking about 90 degrees, so we are going to get back into some heat. Now, in between, we do have a cold front that'll arrive tonight. That will bring us a slim opportunity for some showers and storms. Right now, it does not look like it'll be very widespread, and it does not look like we'll see a whole lot of rain out of it, but it will bring some winds and some cooler weather tomorrow. It is a little cool this morning. Probably need the jacket here. 56 in Madison, 57 Janesville, now up to a 60 in Monroe. Winds, though, will be a factor as we go over the next few hours. That'll be picking up, and throughout the afternoon, they're coming in out of the southwest. They'll be up there at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. We haven't had to deal with a whole lot of wind this summer, but we are going to have to deal with it over the next couple of days. So we are starting off cool with the calm winds for now. 56 degrees will warm quickly with that southwest wind picking up at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. More on that chance of storms later tonight, and the heat's building for the weekend coming up.
Kelly, thank you very much. Developing news this morning. Crews are investigating a hiker who died after falling at Devil's Lake State Park.
Our Armand Rahman was one of the first reporters at the scene and looked into this throughout the evening. Here's his report.
The DNR has just confirmed that an adult male died while hiking on the West Bluff here at Devil's Lake State Park. Crews cleared the scene just a little bit after 7. The DNR officials say 2 hikers got separated this afternoon. One hiker called authorities to file a missing persons report. A second group of hikers found the person and reported a possible fall. Crews found that the person deceased just before 5. I spoke to 2 women who hike the trails here often as they came across the scene.
Well, I just pulled in to go for a hike, and I asked the wardens, because I saw them here, if it was okay for me to use the trail, and they said it was at that point in time. And then when I finished my hike, unfortunately, I saw more vehicles here. So
It's dangerous when it's wet. The rocks are really slippery. If you're not paying attention, it's easy to fall. So I think it's just a matter of paying attention and taking your time and not rushing through the hike.
DNR officials say there is no threat to the public at this time. This incident remains under active investigation by the DNR. For now, in Devil's Lake State Park, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
This is still a developing story this morning. We'll have new details as soon as we can report them on channel3000.com and our News 3 Now mobile app.
New this morning, the former director of the Wisconsin State Courts wants an investigation into his replacement and whether that person can legally hold the job. You might remember, one day into the new liberal majority of the state Supreme Court, progressive justices fired Director Randy Koshnick. He's now arguing his replacement, Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Audrey Skorowski, violates state law. There is a law that bars judges from accepting a position of the public trust during their term in another judicial office. Opponents say, though, judges can accept another appointment as long as it deals with the, quote, improvement of the legal system.
A Lodi man's facing 4 counts of possessing child pornography. Officers arrested 45-year-old Michael Burmeister Friday. Authorities say they'd been investigating him for more than a year and seized multiple hard drives and electronic devices while serving a search warrant. In court yesterday, he was released on a $20,000 signature bond. His next court date is September 11th. New developments this morning on the U.S. soldier in North Korea. North Korea says the soldier from Racine ran into the country to escape racial discrimination in the Army. Travis King crossed the border from South Korea last month. North Korea's propaganda news agency claims that King told them that he fled the Army because of inhumane treatment and discrimination. A U.S. Defense Department official says the Pentagon is working through all available channels to bring King back to the U.S.
Let's take a live look now at Centennial Olympic Park in Atlanta, Georgia, where under a mile away, the latest Trump indictment is playing out against the former president and 18 of his associates. One of them, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, now wants those Georgia state charges moved to federal court. Legal experts think Meadows' lawyers believe they have a better chance of getting the charges dismissed under federal law. Meadows argues that he's entitled to bring a federal immunity defense to the case because the charges against him stem from his conduct as President Trump's chief of staff.
More local news now. Dane County is looking to buy a big chunk of land near Verona. The county has plans to purchase 625 acres to add to the Sugar River corridor. Future plans for the park include trails, canoe and kayak access on the Sugar River, and some gravel parking areas. A resolution for Dane County to officially purchase the property will be introduced at tomorrow night's county board meeting. It would be the largest county land acquisition ever.
The Wisconsin State Park sticker system might get a makeover. This week, lawmakers at the state capitol introduced a bill to change the DNR annual passes. Listen up, if you're a camper or a hiker here in Wisconsin, currently passes cover a full calendar year. Under this new proposal, if you bought a sticker in June, it would be valid until the following June, not just the remaining 6 months of the year.
As you get your kids ready to go back to school, getting their sleep back in routine is a bit of a challenge.
Oh yeah, Shane Hogan is here with some recommendations from the doctors to start the school year on track. Good morning, Shane.
Hey, good morning, Leah. That's right. Sleep is a critical part of our everyday routines, and as the calendar turns from summer to school, it's important for kids to get back into a routine that will help them succeed in the classroom. I spoke to Dr. Steve Barzy with UW Health about how much sleep your kids should be getting ahead of the new school year.
Many elementary school children are going to be somewhere in the range of 9 to 12 hours of need. There is a lot of individual variability. And then as kids get a little older into adolescent era, then probably it's closer to 8 to 9 hours.
Dr. Barzy goes on to talk about some specific ways to know if your child isn't getting enough sleep. Kids can become more irritable, more hyperactive, falling asleep in the car, classroom, or other places that aren't their bedroom. All of these things can point to the fact that your child might not be meeting their sleep needs. Dr. Barzy says it's important to keep an eye on all of those potential signs and to try and keep sleep routines as consistent as possible.
Some good suggestions from the experts. Shane Hogan, thank you very much. Hey, a reminder, time is running out to donate to our back to school supply drive. Make sure all students in the Dane County area are ready to go back to the classroom. You can drop off supplies here at News 3 Now on the west side or any Metcalf's or Walgreens location. You can find a list of supplies we're looking for or just donate online. Go to channel3000.com/backtoschool. The Henry Vilas Zoo, known as a place where families can come to enjoy a day of fun with the animals. But since the pandemic, you might not know this, they've opened their doors to families in need of childcare. It's called the Zoo After School Program, or ZAP. Jess Thompson is an education coordinator at the zoo. She says they turned unused buildings into classrooms. With childcare scarce in Dane County, an affordable option is in high demand.
As we see need just increasing and more parents want a place for their families and for their kids to come and have a safe and engaging place to be after school.
The program costs $2,900 for the fall semester. The zoo's website says it's only available to Franklin and Randall elementary school students.
It'd be nice to hang out at the zoo for a couple hours after school.
Check out the monkeys? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, sure. A lot of people looking for affordable options.
That's true. That's not bad. $2,900 for the fall semester.
Yeah, it breaks down to, what, about $700
Yes,
a month for after-school program or so? Okay, 6:38. Let's check in with Kelly in that first warn forecast. Kelly?
Good morning, guys. It is a little chilly this morning. Probably need the light jacket, but the sun is up. It's going to be warming us up and also stirring up some winds. Do have a chance of some storms later tonight. We'll talk about it. First warn forecast coming up.
Plus, lights for hope, how you can be part of the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties in the 608.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
The spring could just break. Precision is there to help.
We have fully stocked vehicles to fix any problem you have that same day, and we are all over the Madison area.
You're just one phone call away from getting your garage door fixed today.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Your dirty vents may be telling you something. Pounds of dirt, dust, and contaminants are trapped in your air ducts. That's why you need a professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We've been cleaning air ducts the right way for over 25 years. Our NADCA-certified technicians and powerful equipment clean your entire system, extracting the dirt into our trucks, removing it from your home completely. For better indoor air quality and improved HVAC efficiency,
call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Barnes, it's a great company.
I hear people talk a lot about how they enjoy working here. We are Dane County's largest full-service lawn, landscape, tree, and snow removal company and 100% employee-owned.
We're often asked what it means to be an employee owner. It means we share our profits with the people who work at Barnes.
The better we do as employees, the happier our customer is, and the more likely they are to be with us long-term.
Join the Barnes team. Apply at barnesincareers.com.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
Exploring Wisconsin's vital link to the Republican Party's past, present, and future.
Ahead of the first presidential debate in Milwaukee, I'm taking you to the place in Wisconsin where the GOP got its start.
Thursday on News 3 Now at 6. From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good morning. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the back patio here. It's still a little chilly this morning, but I have noticed over the last half of an hour or so, it's gotten just a little bit warmer now that the sun is officially up, but it might need a light jacket at least for another hour or so. Right now we do have a cold front that's up to our north. Out ahead of it, we're going to see a breezy southwest wind. As that front approaches us after midnight tonight, we'll start to see some clouds roll in. Can't rule out a few showers and thunderstorms well after midnight. Right now, it does not look like the amounts will be too much. In the meantime, we'll see a lot of sunshine today, so it should be a nice day. Now, with this cold front, we're not expecting a whole lot of rain out of it. Most of us less than a tenth. Even if you do see any of this, it looks like a little bit better chances of seeing more substantial rains as you get over toward Milwaukee, Kenosha, and Waukesha. All right, the bottom line, we do have the breezy southwest winds here at 10 to 20 miles per hour today. That's out ahead of that front. We'll have that cold front arrive well after midnight, so 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when we do have an opportunity of seeing a shower or thunderstorm passing through. Then it'll turn a little bit cooler tomorrow, but then we heat up quickly. Definitely going to feel like summer going into the upcoming weekend. Meantime, that front stirring up the winds today out of the southwest up there at 10 to 20 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. And even if you are going to be out this evening, maybe you have a league volleyball game, maybe softball, or taking the kids out, looks like that wind will continue throughout the evening hours, even past sunset. The west-southwest at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So our average high now is 80. We'll be close to that at 81. We do have clear skies right now. We should see a lot of sunshine. Won't be as cool tomorrow morning out ahead of that front. Temperatures in the 60s. Right now, 56 in Madison, 55 in Juneau, Janesville at 57, Mineral Point 57, Platteville 56. Across across Dane County, 54 in Sauk City, 55 right now in Cross Plains, Stoughton, a chilly 53. So a lot of sunshine warming our temperatures through the 60s, and already by the noon hour, I think we'll be warmer than where we were yesterday. We'll be in the upper 70s, a breezy southwest wind at 10 to 20, boosting our temperatures into the lower 80s, close to where we should be this time of the year. So watch it as we plan the nighttime hours. It won't be until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And even on this computer model, not indicating much, and I don't expect much. There's just not a lot of moisture to work with to produce a lot of rain. Might see a little bit more activity develop to our south and east as we go through the morning. But here in Madison, after 6, 7 o'clock, everything should be clearing out as the wind switches around the northwest. That'll bring us a cooler day tomorrow. But then the heat returns. The jet stream is going to lift to the north going into the weekend. That will allow all that heat that's been across the southern tier of the United States, and there's been a lot of it all summer, is going to return into the Badger State. It looks like for the upcoming weekend with temperatures approaching 90. First warm forecast 81 today with that breezy southwest wind. That chance of storms later tonight should be ending by the time the sun comes up tomorrow morning. 76, so a little bit cooler with the northwest wind tomorrow. 80 on Friday, 86 Saturday. The humidity cranks up going into the weekend. High temperatures on Sunday near 90, and the heat index likely to be in the low to mid 90s.
Second summer on its way, Kelly.
Yeah, it's it's still officially summer, so yeah, we'll take it this weekend.
Okay, thank you very much. 6:45, we are in the 608 with a look ahead to the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties.
Yeah, good opportunity for everyone to help your community out this morning. And Josh Breiter is live in Stoughton this morning with how we can do that. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're live at Mant Park in Stoughton. This is where the Relay for Life of Dane and Rock counties will be this weekend. And this is an opportunity for you to come together for a really good cause and make a change and help really battle that so many people are impacted by each and every day. This morning, Maddie Petrie with the American Cancer Society is up early with us this morning. Maddie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this is really a full circle moment for you because you used to volunteer for the Relay for Life because you had that family connection, and now you are actually working with ACS.
Yes, and it's really such an honor. I've gotten to meet so many amazing people. I've worked with tons of Relay for Life events through my last 3.5 years with the society, and I've met so many wonderful people, and so many of them here in Stoughton. This is one of the few events that I've gotten to work with since I've started with ACS as a staff person, and so it's been wonderful to meet so many people from the community, so many volunteers, so many businesses, so many supporters. It's such a wonderful community, so to be able to have this event here and to feel the support from everyone has been just such an honor.
You know, the community is so small, especially when it comes down to cancer. Everyone knows someone that has been impacted. If you haven't, even yourself, how does the Relay for Life really give back to what really is important here?
Yeah, so the Relay for Life funds so many important parts of the American Cancer Society. It's one of the American Cancer Society's largest fundraisers. So the dollars that we raise through Relay for Life support our life-saving research, our patient programs, our 24/7 helpline, our website, cancer.org, so that everyone can have support and resources. And it also provides community for so many local people. So like you said, it's a small community, a tight-knit community, but it really gives everyone in the community and surrounding communities here the time to come together to feel support and time to raise dollars for a really important mission.
All right, so as far as the weekend goes, I know you have some items out here on the table, so there's really going to be something for everyone from the Relay for Life.
Yeah, so there's activities for everyone. So we'll have activities for the young kids, activities for everyone of all abilities, time for everyone to really find joy and connectedness to our mission. We have our silent auction back for the first time since the pandemic, so some awesome items. We got a travel basket here, some homemade items here, some homemade soaps and honey, and then a pizza basket. So we have baskets for everyone to enjoy as well and bid on. So really, it's a really family-friendly event, and we really think anyone in the community will find some opportunities to find joy and find connectedness to our mission.
I think one of the most beautiful and yet emotional moments of the night are the luminarias, when you light up the bags, and that's something where you really, it hits home how many people this impacts.
Yeah, it's really a really special time because we have so much fun happening throughout the night, but so many people come to our event also because they want to find connectedness to people they love that have been impacted by cancer. So this luminaria ceremony gives people the time to decorate some bags, to light them around the track, and then we all walk together in a moment of silence to kind of look at the bags, remember those people, whether they're newly diagnosed or if they've been gone for several years. Everyone there, I think, really appreciates the opportunity opportunity to come to Relay for Life and to honor and remember those that they love impacted by cancer.
All right, I have an information graphic I want to put up on the screen right now. So if people are interested in the Relay for Life, Maddie, what do they need to know?
Yeah, they can come on out to Man Park here this Saturday, August 19th at 4 o'clock. They can bring people if they want, bring family, friends, neighbors. Also come by yourself if you want to. You don't have to have a team. You don't have to register beforehand or anything. You can just come on up. We'll welcome you in with open arms, and we'll have the whole night ready for you to have some fun and fight back against cancer.
Maddie, thank you so much for your time this morning
you.
and for your mission as well.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about the Relay for Life for Dane and Rock Counties, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Remember, all of these proceeds, this benefits such an amazing cause here, guys, so we can keep battling that cancer fight. Back to you.
Great way to give back. Josh Breiner, thanks for highlighting the effort this morning.
Hey, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Just reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
6:49 on your Wednesday. Coming up in the morning sprint, another massive success for the State Fair. We're tallying up the total of attendees and the number of cream puffs sold.
And we want to say happy birthday to Ruby May. Love that name.
Aww.
She is 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
Some migraine attacks catch you off guard, but for me, a stressful day can trigger migraine attacks too. That's why my go-to is Nurtec ODT. It's the only migraine medication that can treat and prevent my attacks all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
Now I'm in control. With Nurtec ODT, I can treat a migraine attack and prevent one.
Talk to your doctor about Nurtec today.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
I would have to hold my back as I got off the rug, but I didn't want to stop sitting on the floor because that's where I do most of my teaching. After I decided my pain was too much, I went to the doctor, and the doctor said it might be my feet. Suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. After I went to the Good Feet store, I realized that you don't have to live in constant pain. They took my pain away. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
That non-stop pain in your joints. Let's get real. You've been putting up with this because you can't stand the thought of joint replacement or surgery. I get it, and so does QC Kinetics.
Their highly skilled medical professionals deliver relief to aching hips, shoulders, back, and knees. QC Kinetics uses all-natural biologics and healing properties to tackle your pain.
No joint replacements, no surgeries. So what are you waiting for? Call QC Kinetics today, and let's get you some relief.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology.
Shop the Brothers Maine Labor Day sale today.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
DNR officials in Sauk County confirm a man died while hiking on the west bluff of the Devil's Lake State Park area. Crews were called to the scene after 5 yesterday afternoon when 2 hikers became separated. A second group of hikers found the man and reported the fall. The DNR is continuing to investigate.
The former director of the Wisconsin State Courts wants an investigation into his replacement and whether that person can legally hold a job. Progressive justices on the Supreme Court fired Randy Koschnick day one into their new liberal majority. Now Koschnick is arguing his replacement, a Milwaukee County Circuit Court judge, violates state law. There is a law that bars judges from accepting a position of public trust during their term in another judicial office.
More than 20,000 manufacturing jobs in Wisconsin, from Green Bay to Verona to Pleasant Prairie.
Comments from President Biden right there after his visit to Milwaukee this week, touting the success of the Inflation Reduction Act. Today's the one-year anniversary of Biden signing that act into law. Inflation has fallen over 6% from its peak, but economists question how much, if any, of that was due to the act. The president says one of his next stops will be to Hawaii.
A federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit against a northern Wisconsin tribe's road barricades. Non-tribal landowners brought this case against the Lac du Flambeau Band of Lake Superior Chippewa members after they placed barricades on 4 roads the tribe says were being illegally used. The judge that threw the case out says the tribe has sovereign rights over the roadways.
The Wisconsin State Fair is all wrapped up, and the event counts more than 1 million attendees for this year. The Wisconsin Bakers Association also served more than 300,000 cream puffs. Families showcase 10,000 competitive exhibit and animal entries. Next year's fair will be held Thursday, August 1st through August 11th.
Well, residents in the town of Stella in Oneida County may need to find a long-term alternative water supply because of high levels of forever chemicals. That's according to the DNR after a briefing on PFAS. After surveying 98 wells near the town, 47, about half, have been issued advisories. Now a legal case is being filed against a local paper mill as a possible source of contamination.
In a new report from the Commerce Department, retail sales rose 0.7% last month from June. That's a much faster pace than June's 0.3% gain. It's also above economists' expectations of 0.4%. The figures reflect continued spending by customers despite higher interest rates and still high inflation.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock as temperatures are starting to rebound. We are now up to 60 now that the sun has been up for about an hour. We will start to see a bit of a southwest wind picking up. That'll bring us a warmer day today, but also will be a bit breezy, blowing things around. So this morning, 60s, sunshine out there. Southwest winds picking up here over the next hour or so. Should be in the lower, upper 70s here at the noon hour, tapping out in the lower 80s today. So a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday with that west to southwest wind at 10 to 20. So temperatures in the 60s this morning, quickly warming into the upper 70s at the noon hour. Low 80s expected today, pretty close to our average. A lot of sunshine today. We do have a cold front that'll arrive after midnight tonight. That'll bring us a chance of some storms late tonight. Should end by tomorrow morning. A little cooler tomorrow, but we warm back in the 80s to around 90 for the upcoming weekend. So definitely feeling like summer this weekend.
All right, Kelly, thanks so much. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll be back after this.